Hello everyone. Today we are going to have words in English that have different pronunciation from their spelling. Let's start. Alright, but before that, I'm going to show the word first and then try pronouncing it for a few seconds. Afterwards, let us try to see if you have correctly pronounced the word. I will also share the meaning of the word having reference from, of course, Merriam Dictionary. Okay, let's start. How do you pronounce this word? One, two, and three. Okay, it's ambiguous. Ambiguous. For the last time, it's ambiguous. Did you say it correctly? If you did, congratulations. And if it's not, that's okay. Now, of course, you know it, right? Okay, so when do we use ambiguous word? We use it if we would like to express doubtful or uncertain, especially from something which is obscure or unclear. So, as stated here, you can use it for eyes of an ambiguous color. Or we refer it to something which is inexplicable, capable of being understood in two or more possible senses or ways. An ambiguous smile, an ambiguous term, a deliberately ambiguous explanation. So you usually use this if you mean that you're doubtful, uncertain, you're not sure about it. It seems like it's unclear for you. Ambiguous. Okay, the next word is this one. I believe you know it, but of course, for some, if it's their first time to see this, they might not know it. Let's try to see if you know it. One, two, and three. All right, that's correct. Choir. 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 It's an organized company of singers. I believe some of you, if you are good in singing, you are a member of your choir. It's greeted. We have here an example, greeted by a large male choir wearing red boaties and singing carols. Choir. Let's proceed to the third one. Let's have the third word. How do you read this? Especially if it's your first time to read this. Okay, it's Denoma. Denoma. For the last time, it's Denoma. Okay, so however, it has some variants or less commonly like denuma or denuma. May variant siya. Or it has some variants. Okay, so, but we have it here from Merriam Dictionary. It's denoma. Denoma. It means the final outcome of the main dramatic complication in a literary work. The next word that we have is this. How do you read this? Okay, it's devour. Devour. As you can see, we have here a suwa sound, which means we do not say devour. It's or devour. Rather, it's in suwa, so you have it devour. Devour. You use it to express when you would like to say to eat up greedily or ravenously. To eat up greedily. For example, the monster devoured all the other characters in the story. Devour. You also use it to express that's to use up or destroy as if by eating. We are devouring the world's resources. Okay, you use it excessively by eating, devour. Next, the next word we have this. How do you pronounce this? It's enamel, enamel, enamel. It means to cover, inlay, or decorate with enamel. It is also part of our teeth. Next, we have this word. Try it first. Okay, it's epitome. Epitome. It means an ideal example or embodiment. For example, Jesus Christ is an epitome of having a perfect sacrificial love. Epitome. It also means a summary of a written work or a brief presentation or something or statement of something. Next. Oh, how do you pronounce this? It's facade. Facade. It means the front of a building or a false, superficial, or artificial appearance or effect. What you are showing right now is just a facade. It's not your true appearance. Facade. False, artificial appearance or just the front of a building. Facade. Now, how about this word? Okay, it's fatuous. Fatuous. For the last time, fatuous. It means complacently or innately foolish, silly. A fatuous remark, silly remark. Fatuous question, silly question, innately, complacently. Fatuous. Next is this word. There are actually two pronunciations of this word. It depends on the context. All right, let's try. It's the first pronunciation is forte. 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 You use this pronunciation if you mean one's strong point. For example, my forte is speaking. Your forte is in dancing. Your forte. One's strong point. Next pronunciation is simply fort. Fort. You use this pronunciation if you mean the part of sword or foil blade that is between the middle and the hilt, and that is the strongest part of the blade. The strongest part of the blade. It's fort. Let's have the next word. It's this. How do you pronounce this? You usually order this. Okay, is in a restaurant and so on. Now, if you see this in the menu, how do you say this? It's the first variant is frappe. Frappe. You simply say frappe. However, it has other variant, so you can say it also as frap. 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 If you mean chilled or partly frozen, frappe or frap. So both are correct. It has variants. This word has variants when it comes to pronunciation. Frappe or frap. What about this word? It's grandiloquence. 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 It's a lofty, extravagantly colorful, pompous, or bombastic style, manner, or quality, especially in language. I was encouraged by his grandiloquence in the delivery of his message. Grandiloquence. I like this word, grandiloquence. Now we have this word. Actually, when I read this word, it's my first time to have this. So I tried also trying how to pronounce this word. It's Magiskill. 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 It means a large letter, such as capital letter. In billboards, it's very effective to use Magiskill so that you could emphasize the message and it could be readable. Magiskill. Magiskill. Make the letters Magiskill, a large letter. Or we have the example here, at least the random emphatic Magiskills on the blogs are uncommon enough to make rhetorical impression, though perhaps one not quite worthy of serious journalism. Magiskill. His use of Magiskills are simply effective. Magiskill. Hey, this is the next word. How do you pronounce this? I often heard this or hear this in YouTube. It's niche. Niche. And of course, it also has its variant. We have niche. Niche. So any one from the two is acceptable. Niche or niche. But the first suggested pronunciation is niche. Niche. You use it to refer to a recess in a wall, especially for a statue, or something that resembles a recess in a wall, or a place, employment, status, or activity for which a person or thing is best fitted. So where you are best fitted. So for example, what is your niche in your YouTube? You have to think about it, your niche. This word, how do you pronounce this? It's poignant. 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 It means a painfully affecting the feelings. When you want to say piercing, oh, it's such a poignant, it has a poignant effect in me. Piercing effect in me. It has a poignant effect in me. Painfully affecting the feelings. Poignant. Designed to make an impression of cutting. Poignant satire. Or pleasurably stimulating. Being to the point. Poignant. Poignant. Let's try this. Mhm. Sanguine. 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 It is marked by eager hopefulness or confidently optimistic. Despite all the negativities in the world, I remain sanguine. Sanguine. Oh, you can use this word to mean you are confidently optimistic. I remain sanguine that one day I will achieve my dreams. Sanguine. If you encounter this word, how do you first pronounce this? I myself might pronounce this as sherbet, sherbet, but actually it's pronounced as sherbet, 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 and it has variants or less commonly as sherbet, but the first suggested pronunciation is sherbet, sherbet. It's a cold drink of sweetened and diluted fruit juice and iced with milk, egg white, or gelatin added. When I research about it, it's just like also near to ice cream family, sherbet, sherbet. What about this? This is one of my favorites also when it comes to spelling. Synecdoche. 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 It's one of the figures of speech by which you mean a part to mean the whole, or vice versa to mean the whole, to express the whole to mean the part. For example, there are 5 heads in this room right now. You are just referring heads, but actually you mean, or you're just using heads, but actually you mean 5 people in the room. Synecdoche. Synecdoche. Next we have tortoise. 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 It's any of a family of terrestrial turtles. Tortoise. It's not tortoise, it's tortoise. Vague. 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 You mean it when something is not clearly expressed. You have vague accusations. There is a vague explanation about the term, so I think I have to research more about it. Vague. Vicissitude. Vicissitude. It's the quality or state of being changeable. The vicissitudes of daily life. Vicissitude. Now, we have some thoughts to ponder. Please remember that if you find yourself saying, "But I can't speak English," why not try adding yet? So you have to read it, or you can just say it, "I can't speak English yet." So these some exposures in some of the English words would surely help you speak English better. More exposure, more practices, and we become better. This is my source or primary source of the definition as well as the pronunciation of the words that we have used today. Thank you! And I would like to also thank all my super chatters and super stickers or super sticker givers. Thank you to Mika and Peter Vlog, Mark Chasey Hernandez, Daisy Tominaga, my super sissy, Giselle Channel, another super sissy, Remy Bueno, MTJ Cage, Luxur TV Vlog, Gemsfly TV, Leia Vibi, Love Turns Channel, San Galvez, Katropa Kids from Asen's channel. Thank you, and thank you so much.